Hello kids, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see Social 7th class 4th lesson Oceans and Fishing question answers. Let's start. Improve your learning. First question, does Bhavanpadu look like the place you live in? What differences and similarities can you think of? Compare them on the following aspects: sources of livelihood, types of employment, water sources, agriculture practices. So you have to compare Bhavanpadu with your place where you live. Okay, here some example I am giving, but you write on your own comparing with your place. Okay. No, Bhavanpadu is a village in the coastline of AP. Ours is a village in Unguturu Mandal. Comparison: Bhavanpadu, our village Nandamuru. Sources of livelihood: fishing, agriculture. Here in our village only agriculture. Types of employment: laborers in fields, salt, pans, brokers. Agricultural laborers, shop owners, vegetable vendors, etc. Water sources: ocean water, river, canal and well water. Agricultural practices: old and modern systems. Okay, this is the comparison between Bhavanpadu and my village. Okay, here you write in your own words. Now let us see the second one. How many types of ocean movements are there? Which of them is useful to the fisherman? Answer: the water of the oceans is never still. There are different kinds of movements of water. Ocean waters have three kinds of movements. They are: first, waves. When the water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls, they are called waves. They are formed when gentle winds scrape across the ocean surface. The faster the wind, the bigger will be the waves. Second, currents. In the oceans, water moves from one part to another in big streams. These streams, which flow constantly in a definite direction on the surface of the ocean, are called ocean currents. The ocean currents are of two types: the warm currents and the cold currents. The warm currents flows from the equatorial region towards the poles. The cold currents flow from the poles to the equatorial regions. Next, tides. Tides are the rhythmic rise and fall in the level of the water in the oceans every day. All places on the coast experience some hours of low tide and some hours of high tide. Tides do not rise to the same height every day. When the tide is high, water comes up to the coast for some distance. Then, as low tide begins, the water moves back from the land. The tides are of great help to fishing. Tides at some places take away the mud brought down by the rivers and prevent silting. Next, third one. What is the difference between fishing with mechanical boats and with Karatepa? You have to make two parts: mechanical boats and Karatepa. First one, mechanical boats. It is costly boat. It costs around ₹6 lakhs. It is country made boat, so it is very cheap. Second point, it has a capacity of 20 members. It has far more risk of life. It has a capacity of few members. It has not much risk compared to Marapadava. Third one, 5,000 rupees needed for a trip for diesel, wages and other things. It does not need much money. Fourth point, they can go far off places in sea and can fish for a long time. It can cover very short distances. Fifth point, in case of emergency, it is difficult to swim over to the shore. In case of emergency, it is easy to swim over to the shore. Okay, these are the 5 differences between mechanical boats and Karatepa. Next, fourth one. Write the process of getting a mechanical boat ready for fishing. Answer. The boat is made ready the day before with all the necessary things properly loaded. Before launching into the sea, the fishermen check the engine. They also check the rope puller. The additional stock of diesel is kept in the boat. They keep their food packages in the boat. They pray to the goddess in whom they have a strong faith. Okay, this is the process of getting a mechanical boat ready for fishing. Next one, fifth one. What does the toolkit of fishermen contain? Answer. The fishermen have a special toolkit for repairing the nets, which consists of Nulakaralu, net repairing fork, Nulukanda, that is thread, and a flattened stick that determines the net ring size. Okay, these are the toolkits containing in the fisherman toolkit. Okay, contains in the toolkit of fishermen. Next one. What are the similarities that you find between the surface of the earth and the bottom of the sea? Answer. The floor of the ocean is just like the surface of the earth. The bottom of the sea is not a flat surface. It consists of hills, mountains, plateaus, plains and trenches, etc. Okay. Seventh one. Collect information about the aquifers of your village or town and fill in the table. Analyze the benefits. So tabular form is given. In that you have to fill about the aquifers of your village or town. Okay. Let's see the answer. First, confined aquifer uses drinking water. Limitations. The aquifer and vulnerability maps can assist with the planning process. In order to assist in the correct interpretation and uses of the maps, SCPA alerts the user to the following limitations. Second one, unconfined aquifer uses cultivation. Limitations. Higher vulnerability ratings do not necessarily mean that all activities are unsuitable. Groundwater vulnerability is only one component of risk. Next, third one, semi-confined aquifer, domestic use. The maps will be updated as new geological information becomes available. Maps of receptors will be added, identifying the location of known groundwater abstractions and groundwater dependent ecosystems. Okay, this is the 7th one. Now let's see 8th one. Make an album of pictures that reflects the life of fisherman. So you have to stick the pictures of fisherman, life of fisherman. Okay, what are the different how he will do fishing, how will be getting ready the boat, how will go for fishing, what are the toolkits, all these pictures you can add in this album. Okay, next one, 9th. What solutions can you suggest to the fisherman so that they do not have to depend on the middleman for money? Answer: the fishermen should form themselves as an association or should open a cooperative bank. The association or bank should act as middlemen for the sake of money. Okay, this is 9th one. Let us see 10th one now. In the last 4 chapters, we studied many different aspects of water. Here is more information about the availability of water on earth. Look at them carefully and explain the availability of water resources on earth. So here some pictures are given. You can see here distribution of fresh water. Saline water, oceans 97%, fresh water is 3% only. Distribution of water on earth, ice caps and glaciers 68.7%, groundwater 30.1%, surface water 0.3%, other 0.9%. Distribution of fresh surface water, lakes 87%, swamps 11%, rivers 2%. So these figures are given. What you have to do? You have to carefully observe these pictures and explain the availability of water resources on earth. Okay? Answer: 71% of our earth is covered with water. Out of the total water on earth, 97% is saline water and 3% is fresh water. Out of the total fresh water, ice caps and glaciers are 68.7%, groundwater 30.1%, surface water is 0.3% and other is 0.9%. Out of the total fresh surface water, lakes are 87%, swamps are 11% and rivers are 2%. Okay. Now let us see 11th one. How do you support the statement the life of fishermen is tied up with seas? Answer: they have been fishing for generations together. They feel that sea water is their own water, just as natural as a farmer going to his field. They spend most of their lives on the sea. All their festivals, important rituals are connected to the sea. So, we can say that the life of fishermen is tied up with seas. Okay. Next, 12th one. Read the first paragraph under the heading Fishing Villages on the Coastal Plains in page 35 and comment on it. Ocean water is always saline. It contains several mineral salts dissolved in it. Oceans are the main source for rainfall. Oceans are also storehouses of fish and other seafoods. Oceans provide natural highways for international trade. Let us visit Bhavanpadu, a fishing village near the coast of Andhra Pradesh, and study the life of people living near the ocean. Okay, this is the paragraph given. You have to comment on this paragraph. Okay. Oceans are useful to us in many ways. They give us rains and some kinds of foods also. They support our international trade. They are the cheapest means of transport. Okay, this is the answer. So by this we complete the question answers of this lesson. In next video we'll be seeing the next lesson question answers. Till then, bye kids. Have a nice day.